All right, cool. So today we're gonna focus on the breakout boxes. These are my best friend. I love this trading style, honestly, because it keeps it simple. There's two ways to use it. There's the continuation and then the reversal, right? So do you guys want buy setups or sell setups? Let me know. You guys tell me. There's 16 of you guys.
Buys.
Buys? Okay, cool. Shout out to all 16 of you guys too. Let's see. All right, cool. So again, we focus on the same thing. Everything I've teach you, it doesn't change, right? So let's say market. Let's see. Let's say market is bullish, right? Merry Christmas, brother. Market's bullish. Market's gonna do its thing, and it has to pull back eventually, right? Now, let it pull back. Our jobs as traders is to find inverteds and starting points, right? So at this point, we have nothing yet, right? We need for market to give us a BOS to the upside, right? And this is what I like because obviously we're going to put lines here indicating that this is what we need, right? We need to see market break above and give me that BOS to the upside, right? Now what levels is going to do, is levels is going to draw out a blue box. Oops, that's not blue. Levels is going to draw out a blue box, and this is going to indicate buys, right? When we get a breakout and it's blue, we should always ride the trend first, right? Just think of it as a BOS to where we get our higher high, higher low, and higher high. Does that make sense? Give me a one if that makes sense, fam. You guys can unmute. Let me know. One? All right, awesome. Right, so once market gives us this, there are two ways. There are two ways we can mark this up. Now, I'm going to show you Oren's way first. All right, I'm going to show you Oren's way first. Now, he's going to take his fib from the starting point to the top of this breakout box. Now, this isn't the fib we're using. Let's see. Let's use another one. Okay. 0.25. Awesome. All right, so let's just make these. Let's see. Can I add some background? Awesome. I guess it doesn't need to be that. We'll change these to, I don't know. We'll change these things to a lighter color, a light pink. Why not? Let's see. Maybe a darker. All right, we can just leave that like that. Okay, cool. So this is the fib that he's using. So if you want to go ahead and bust out and take a picture, go ahead and let me know when you're done. All right, because this is the fib that we're going to be using. We can add the trend line just so I could show you guys. Let's see. Let's see if we can use a different color. All right, we could use it like this. This is fine. That's not too bad. Okay, cool. So all we have really is the zero, the 0.50% and the 0.25%. That's all we got, right? So this is one way we're gonna use it. This is Oren's way, right? I've seen it work a ton of times. My way, you might miss a trade or two, right? I'm gonna let you know that right now. Why? Because I'm looking at the starting point, right? So this is my way, Vinny's way. I like the starting point, right? Because it comes deeper into my zone, and now I'm risking less pips, which gives me a better risk to reward, right? But both are going to work, right? So how do I get into these trades, Vinny? If you're giving me two possible zones, well, you could always test trade, right? You could always test trade the first zone, under leveraged, or you can wait for the confirmations. Now this is what it's going to look like. Right, this is what it's going to look like. You could go ahead and enter as soon as market wants to go ahead and give us this move, right? If you'd like, and your stop loss would be below the low. Below the low. Minimum 1 to 3. Again, your first touch is always under leveraged. Now, if you want to wait because you're like, well, Vinny, I don't know if this is going to hold because we have a lower zone here. All right, okay, I totally understand. Trust me. Wait for market to break above this previous lower high and find your setup so we can use that. So now your risk to reward, instead of looking like this, it'll look a little bit like this. Right, and we're still looking for higher time frame targets. Does that make sense? Both are going to work, guys. Both are going to work. Whether you under leverage here or you wait for the snipe, it's going to work, right? Because it's market structure, right? Does this make sense? Can you give me a 2 if this makes sense? Because trust me, you're going to be like, well, why didn't market come to my starting point? But if you throw the fib out, it's going to touch that area. It's going to miss your zone by however many pips, and it's going to take off, right? So this is Oren's way. This is how he's been teaching it, and trust me, it works. This is how David's been teaching it, and trust me, it works. Now, obviously, we like the starting point. I love the starting point. Why? Because it's a demand zone. It's a supply zone, right? It's an order block. So for me, I'm always going to use this zone, right? So how you can do it is you could enter in this area with your stop loss below the low, right? And we're still targeting higher time frame. Does that make sense, guys? Now, again, you don't have to be the first one to be in right here. You don't have to enter off the first touch, right? Let market do its thing, and we're gonna look for the closest pullback near our entry. So boom, if market just touched my entry, this is gonna be the closest pullback. Right? It can't be this one because there's a pullback closer, right? We have to put it on the closest pullback where our entry's at. And all we have to do is wait for market to go ahead and give us what we need in order to stay confident. So again, you don't have to be the first one in right here, right? You can wait for the confirmation setup, and we're still focusing on higher time frame targets. Does that make sense? Let me know, guys. Give me a 1, give me a 5. Let me know if this makes sense, guys. Because I love the box, and I love the dots too. If you guys are familiar, if you guys have been on with me for a while, guys, this is where the dots are going to be, right? If you guys have that on your trading view, this is what it's going to look like, right? You have your dots, your rally breakout, you find your starting point, or with Oren's new way, you can go ahead and move from the starting point to the dots. Boom. Wait for your entry. Right? This is Oren's way, which he's the way he's been teaching it for the past 2 months now. And then there's the starting point. Now, guys, both are going to work, right? Why? Because this is the area that market is looking to buy. So whether you get in slightly earlier, it's okay. Why? Why is it okay for you to get in slightly earlier? Because you should be calculating your risk overall. So this trade, I can make it $150 loss, right? I can make this trade $150 loss, and I can make this trade $150 loss. It's all about leveraging correctly, right? The point is to get in and let the market do what it's supposed to do, right? So at this point, let's go ahead. We'll just delete this for now. At this point, we're waiting for market to do its thing. Come back for us. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. All right. We're waiting for market to come back for us. And then we're looking for initially the same setup to happen. Boom. Market just broke structure to the upside, and we will be looking for a new breakout box, right? Blue breakout box. So what should we be doing, guys? We caught this play. Nice. Awesome. Now, we put our fib from the starting point, wick and everything. So if the wick is down here, right, that's something that we should know as well. If the wick starts down here, you want your start to be from the wick to the top of the breakout box. And this is going to be our zone to buy. Right, so now my area to buy should be somewhere in here with my stop loss at the low. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Right, does that make sense? So now, as soon as market wants to come back, we can go ahead, enter with the proper leverage. Once we see what we need to see, we can scale in more if we'd like, and we would like market to continue bullish. Right, does this make sense, fam? If you have any questions, please let me know. Because now I'm going to show you the reversal to this setup. You have a question, Fatih? Or you're good, you get it? All right, I'm guessing you get it. Cool. All right, cool. So now the new level system, now this is... Ooh, it sounded like she was mad. All right. The new level system, this is going to be so dope. It's going to draw a line that says SP need change of character. This is what it's going to look like. There's going to be a line right here. So as soon as you press the blue box, boom, blue box is going to pop up. And it's going to show you where your starting point is. And it's going to tell you needs change of character. Right, so until we get a change of character, guys, we should only be looking for buys. Right, this is so dope. I'm telling you. So now markets literally levels is literally telling you what you should be looking for. Right, literally telling you what you should be looking for. Now, what if this happens? Boom, market wants to go ahead, disrespect, and we just got that change of character that we just got. Right, we needed it and we got it. Right, now we have confirmation market wants to sell off for a little bit. Right, so now this buy setup is no longer in order. Right, we're using this from wick or from starting point to breakout box for buys. Now as soon as that gets disrespected, dude, levels is a cheat code. As soon as we get disrespected, we're gonna put a zone from the top of this blue box to the bottom of this blue box, or we can go from wick to body. Does not matter, right? This is the zone. So it's helping you find your rally breakout for continuations, and then as soon as it gets disrespected, it's helping you find your shoulder zone, right? It's helping you find your shoulder for sells. Oops, I guess we could use that. Right, so now we have the head and shoulder, right? So now we're looking for sells, guys. I would want to enter anywhere in that gray zone with my stop loss above the head. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Right? So we're going to let market take its time, and we're focusing on our pullbacks. Right? We want the closest pullback to my entry point. Boom, market just touched my entry. So where's my closest pullback? It's not this one. It's not this one. It's this one right here. Right? So as soon as market wants to go ahead, give me that change of character, we can go ahead and look for another entry and scale in a little bit heavier. Right? Does this make sense, fam? Oops. Does this make sense? Let me know. If you are confused, please put a question mark. Awesome. So now every time, guys, I would love for you guys to be putting this right here. When we can see a blue box letting us know this is a new BOS, we should find the starting point and label it like this, letting us know we're looking for buys until the starting point has been disrespected. Right? So now, this is Oren's way. So let's just put this right here. And honestly, my way is very similar to Oren's. Let's get this out of the way. It's just I focus on the starting point rather than the whole box. Okay, cool. So now we'll focus up right here. Let's go ahead. Where's the low? I want to pull this down just a little bit lower so it can match with it just a bit. All right, cool. So again, oh, I can't even really mess with it. Hold on, give me a second. Come on. Alright. Alright, cool. So again, levels will have this right here. Boom. So now I should be looking for buys, right, until we get this break of structure. So, okay, let's go ahead. Let market come back. Alright. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. Right, we're going to let market come back. Boom. Market gave us an entry, and we're bullish. Right? We're already bullish, so that we're looking for buys. Boom. Market broke out, giving us a brand new BOS. And levels should be giving us a brand new breakout box. Right? So again, we already caught this buy. Awesome. Let's go. Right? So now our zones, we just got to stay fresh. To where for me, I'm just keeping it fresh with the starting point. I should be keeping my zone updated. And again, levels will do this automatically for you. But if you're trading on TradingView, you should definitely do that yourself. You should always stay updated. So now levels just let us know. Boom, we got a blue box. This just gave us a BOS, right? So we should be looking for buys in this area. Looking for buys, 1 to 3 risk to reward. But now what if market wants to go ahead and disrespect? Right? What if market wants to go ahead and disrespect me? We got that change of character we're looking for, right? We got that change of character. So now the starting point is we're no longer looking for buys off that starting point. So now we can go ahead and move this area or even copy this area because now we have a starting point violation with the break and retest. And we also have the head and shoulder. Boom. Buys are no longer in order, right? So now we have 2 possible sell setups. But I really want to focus on the highest one. Why? Because that gives me a better risk to reward overall. Not saying this break and retest can't, give you movement, because it definitely can. Trust me, it can. Right? But the main bread and butter is going to be the head and shoulder. Now, how do I know that this break and retest is going to go ahead and hold? Is I'm always focusing on pullbacks, guys. Right? Our jobs as traders is to identify a possible rejection zone and focus on the pullbacks. So if this is a possible rejection zone, this is my closest low that needs to be broken in order to continue sell. So if market breaks and closes below here, I now know that this zone was respected, and I can start looking for possible shorts. Right? Possible shorts. Does that make sense? Give me a 5 if this makes sense, guys. Right? Now, you don't always have to be the first one in on the break and retest, but it does work. Right? It does work. Now, you don't always have to be the first one in, which is why we should be waiting for this setup here in order for confirmation. Okay? Now, let's say that zone just doesn't hold up the way it's supposed to, and it gets disrespected. And hey, that's okay. Why? Because we're looking for the top zone anyway. So, boom, market Put this in profit. Remember, we need to break this low. It doesn't break. It goes higher, creating new highs in this area. So now we can go ahead and just delete this. It's okay. Right? It's okay. And now we focus on pullbacks as it gets closer to my entry. So boom. What's the name of that setup? Is it just a confirmation? What setup are you talking about? The break and retest or the head and shoulder? Yeah, because this bottom zone right here was just a break and retest setup. I can't hear you, bro. You're unmuted.
Hi, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You good? You good?
I was talking about the part on the right part of the chart, the like a black line right there. The black line, is that just on the right, on the other side? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Like about there. Is it just I'm breaking a retest, or is a
Okay.
confirmation?
This would be more for confirmation, right? So
Okay, okay,
once
cool.
we see that we got a change of character, now again, like break and retests, they can be respected, especially when we have a starting point violation, right? So this is where that black line comes in handy because we already got confirmation to the big setup, right? We're already looking for swings, but how do we know what zone is going to be the one that market is going to reject off of, right? You with me so far?
Mm. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so as market is making highs and lows to my entry, this is possible
Yeah.
rejection zone number one. So as market
Okay.
pulls back and it touches our entry, we should have a line here
Mhm.
and an alert letting us know if market breaks and closes below here. This is confirmation that this break and retest was the zone market wanted to use to sell.
Okay.
So now
All
we
right,
can
for sure,
start
for sure.
looking for sales in this area. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
All right, for sure, man. For sure.
Yes, sir. So now, what if this zone doesn't hold, right? It happens. We're looking for the higher zone anyways based off a good risk to reward. So if market doesn't respect that zone, let's say it puts us in blues, but now we need to break this zone in order to confirm sales, right? So let's say it doesn't and it goes higher, making new highs. Now we should always be keeping this black line updated, right? This zone was disrespected. That wasn't the one. We can go ahead and delete that and stay fresh, right? We can go ahead and delete that and stay fresh. And anytime market makes new highs, we should be updating this line. Because what if market wants to go ahead and break through without touching my shoulder? And we're still waiting on this zone instead of just looking at structure and and just respecting structure. Right? Sometimes just because we have a zone here, guys, does not mean it's gonna touch it every single time. That's why it's always important to focus on structure when it's close to our point of interest, right? So let's just say market pulls back, continues to go higher. We need to update our line. Market pulls back, continues to go higher. Boom, it now touched my point of entry, my point of interest. Let's go ahead. Now, I should be in test trade 0.01 because this is the setup, right? Now, where's my confirmation setup? Right here. Right here. Now, what if levels gives you a blue box? Right? Again, the blue box goes for a continuation first and then reversal after. So if we're looking for this big zone to give us a sell, guys, this buy area is going to have to get clapped. Right? Some of these zones have to take a loss. Right? So as market breaks through and gives us that change of character, now we have confirmation. Right? Now we have confirmation. So if market wants to go ahead and give us another opportunity to sell, now we have two trades. One's under leveraged, right? One is under leveraged, just so we can test trade that area. And then as soon as we get what we need to see in the market, we can now enter with a heavier lot that fits our trading account. Not saying over leveraged, fitting our trading account. And we're going to go ahead and aim for higher time frame targets. Does this make sense, guys? Give me a 5 if this makes sense. Give me a question mark if you are stuck. You know, you shouldn't be too stuck because, I mean, this is what we've been going over for months and months and months now, right? But I really want to go ahead and break down the breakout boxes because I'm telling you guys, when we get this right here, it's going to be so much easier. Like, it's going to take the guessing out of it, right? We get a blue BOS, look for buys until we get disrespected. Right? So let's go ahead, put this side by side. And it's literally the same exact thing. The only thing that's different is Oren is looking for a move here for continuation. And I'll be looking for a move here for continuation. That's the only thing that's different. But again, my zones are a little deeper in the pullbacks and his are a little higher. So using the way, you know, I like to trade with starting points, supply and demand, you may be missed, right? And that's okay, right? That's okay. Now let me break down to you one more thing real quick. Because you're saying, well, Vinny, I may be missed. Well, how do I get in, bro? I want to be able to get in, right? Let me just go ahead. Let me go ahead and pull this down here. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll go back. All right. So you're like, Vinny, you're looking for this zone right here. How do you know market's going to come way down there? And honestly, I don't. Right? I don't know market wants to come down here. Just based off of back testing, I know that starting points and supply and demand are respected a lot. Right? So I like these areas. Does not mean market has to come all the way down and touch my entry. Right? But based off this setup, I know I should be looking for buys. Right? Now, when the candle's dropping, depending on what time frame you're looking at, right? This may be the 4-hour time frame, right? To where these two candles are literally looking like this, right? But on the 1-hour time frame, it may be looking like this. Actually, let's go ahead and drop these. Right, on the 1-hour time frame, it may be looking like this, with more pullbacks. But on the 4-hour time frame, there's no pullbacks down here. This whole thing is the pullback. So on the 1-hour time frame, what am I focusing on, guys? What should I be focusing on as market drops down towards my entry? You guys could unmute, you guys could type it in. What should I be focusing on that can help me get confirmation telling me that market wants to start going up higher now? Let me know. The closest lower high. Yep, the closest pullback. The closest pullback. Yes, sir. So as this is the closest pullback to my entry as of right now. Now, if market wants to go lower, okay, then this would be my closest pullback as of right now, right? But it's this one. So as I'm focusing on taking buys from this area, I'm also focusing on pullbacks coming towards my entry, right? So as market breaks above, I already see a setup. Now, what if levels has the red box, right? What if levels has the red box? Now that's helping us, letting us know that, okay, this is a inverted. Let's go ahead and use this. Right, guys? Because again, I take opportunities as they come. Why? Because I know market structure is going to be respected so well over anything, right? Market structure is respected very, very well. And it's all about calculating risk and money management. So even if this zone does give me a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2, well, I should have already broke even and I should have already partialed some money. So if market does want to go lower, hey, I took out some money, put some in my trading account, left some on the trading table to possibly make some more. And if market hits my break even, well then I already took out some. And if market wants to go lower, then that's the zone I really wanted it to go to anyways. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 6 if that makes sense. Nice. Yo, we got 23. Let's go. Shout out to y'all. I love that, bro. I did not expect this many people on call on Christmas. I like that. All right. So let's go ahead. What pair do you guys want me to look at? Grind never stops. I love it. Now, this is just an easy example. Easy example we got here. Now look at this, guys. Trading the way Oren would trade it. Where's my closest starting point? Right here. So this line is going to say SP need change of, I think it might say change of direction or change of character. It does not matter. Right, so now I should be thinking sells, sells, sells until market disrespects the starting point. Right, so the way he would trade it is starting point to the breakout, right, bottom of the breakout, and he would have been able to catch this trade. Breakout, market comes back and drops. He would have been able to catch this trade, right? For me, on the other hand, I would have been missed. Right, I would have been missed. But you might be like, well, Vinny, how do we get in if we're missed? Let's go ahead and see if market's able to give us something in this area. Preferably this one here, because that's the first touch, right? And then there's another opportunity in here. So let's just go ahead and see. Let's drop down to the 4 hour. We got 30 minutes. Now levels does excuse me. Levels, the arrow or the boxes, they don't go back a certain time, a certain amount of distance in the past, but you will always see a BOS with an arrow, right? And that lets us know. Let's zoom in. All right, cool. So now check me out. Check me out. We have a blue arrow here, which means there should be a blue box over here somewhere. Right? We have a blue arrow here, which is telling me we should have a blue box over here somewhere. Right? So now, where's my starting point that gave me this rally breakout? Rally breakout. Where's my starting point that gave me that? And it's this one right here. Let's actually use this. That one right there. Can you delete that for me, bro, please? I think that was you, Edgar. You drew that. Can you delete that, please? Right, so that's opportunity 1. Right, that right there is a simple break and retest. 4 hour time frame. Right, 4 hour time frame. Violation of a starting point. Thank you, bro. Now, I would have, again, used this area here as a shoulder, and I could also use this area here as a shoulder. Right? I'm telling you guys, levels is a cheat code. And we have to go by opportunity by opportunity. Right? So notice how we break this low, we retest this starting point right away. Boom, break and retest. Right? Now, after we actually break this low, we break this low, market comes right back and gives me a right shoulder off that. So this zone has yet to be played off of. Or this shoulder is yet to be played off of. Okay, let's see. Let's delete that. Now we have another blue arrow right here, right? Which means there should be a blue box over here somewhere. Right over there somewhere. Now I'll go from wick to body. And then, okay, now if that's my BOS to the upside, and this is my breakout rally, where's my starting point? Yes, please. My starting point would be right here. Thank you. Right, so we can see this area failed to give me a break and retest, which is fine. And then we have the right shoulder that's right here. So if market wants to come back anytime to give me a play off of that, I would not mind. Now, let's just see. I know market comes higher, but I'm not sure if it touches that area. Oh my goodness, barely. Let's go to the daily real quick. For the starting point violation, okay, let's go back. When you say wick to body for a starting point violation, it sounds like you're saying like this. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. I was saying if you use the wick itself as the invalidation point and not the body, so you
Yes,
wait for it to cross the wick.
I use the whole wick for an
Oh,
invalidation, right? The whole wick for an invalidation. Once that happens, I mean, I'm using the whole candle for a buy opportunity. This whole candle I'm using for a buy. But if it breaks below that candle, the whole wick and everything, now we're looking for sell opportunities.
thank you.
Yep. So now, again, let's go to the daily real quick and see if we could actually widen that area up just a bit. Nope, that's the zone that we're given. All right, cool. Now let's go back over here on the 4-hour time frame. Hopefully it doesn't make me go all the way back. And it did. Bummer. My computer is breathing super hard right now. All right, so let's see. Now there's a way to get in here, but it's super advanced, right? So it may not be comfortable for you, and for some you may have to wait for something more clear, right? So if you're looking at this bullish rally, right, that's a bullish rally, and we do have a blue arrow, which means we do have a blue box here somewhere. Right, here's my starting point. Now, let's focus on this area here. Because if you can understand the advanced way, then you could still get in. Instead of waiting for the much more clear area, it's just more advanced, maybe more risky. I would say slightly more risky, but this is how I was taught when I first came in with Orin. And honestly, it's always worked for me until obviously market actually disrespects. And now we really know where market wants to head, right? So notice how we get a blue arrow. We should have a blue box somewhere right here. Where's my starting point? It's this red one right here. Boom. We break below, and we should have a zone across with my head being the stop loss. For my vets in here, for the guys who've been in here for a while, I know Caesar's on this call. Let's see. I see Edgar who's on this call. I see, let's see, Gerardo. I see Jarrett. I see Kevin, Miguel, all three Miguels, Ruben. So we do have our stop loss hit, right? But because we stayed below our stop loss, are we still going to be looking for sales, or should we be looking for buys now?
We're still looking for sales.
We're still looking for sales. Guys, this happens. Sometimes this news, right? There's two news events that Oren taught me, and one is long term, and one is for the right now. One is for the right now, right? To clear some liquidity, to hit some stop losses, and then go in the direction that market really intends, right? So long-term news, we know we missed this zone. It is what it is. Let's delete that. Long-term news is if this whole candle was green and market actually disrespects, now we're looking for buys. So now that's long-term news disrespecting right there. Right? But news just for the right now is market's going to be noisy, hit some stop losses. And again, this red candle right here was once green. So once it pulls back and turns red, guys, that was news for the now. That was to shake everybody's pockets, get all the change left over, to hit all the over leveragers and make them want to close out their trades. And then we focus on continuing selling, right? So once we get that, this is my new stop loss. But look, where does this candle close? The candle actually closes right here, right? So now my entry can be, as soon as that candle closes, I'd be looking to get in, and my new stop loss will be this wick. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Does that make sense, guys? And if you're looking for obviously some higher time frame swings that we're looking at, obviously we would be looking to hold things way down here, right? But to get back in after getting stop lossed, does this make sense, guys? Let me know if this makes sense. Give me a 5, give me a 1, give me a 2, thumbs up, yes sir. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So now, that was a little advanced, right? That was a little advanced, but again, it's good to know how to get back in. It's good to know if news was long-term or just for the now to shake everybody's pockets, right? Now, let's just take a look. Let's look at the much clearer setup. So, market breaks below this low. Again, guys, this is a starting point right here. Look at that break and retest and look at the movement that it's getting off of it. So don't like hesitate to shy away from a break and retest, right? Especially when it comes with some extra confirmation like this. If we have a red box or a red arrow saying BOS, there should be a red box right here. There should be a red box, right? Which means Oren would be drawing his fib from the starting point to the red box to catch this continuation. All right, does that make sense, guys? And again, there should be a starting point right here letting me know, hey, starting point, need change of character. So if we get a red box letting us know, yo, we got a BOS at the downside, and then our buying starting point got violated, shoot, double confirmation. Right? Double confirmation. Boom. Give me a second, fam. So not only do we get that, right, double confirmation in this area, now we have a shoulder play right here. I'll go from wick to body since I don't really know exactly where the blue box is. And let's just see if market wants to go ahead and give me some respect on my name. Now, I don't know if market came back to their area yet, but let's just see. Not yet. Not yet. All right, well, let's go on the higher time frame real quick. Boom. Awesome. Awesome. So levels is actually letting me know, hey, this right here, bro, this is a shoulder. This is all shoulder. Let's go to the weekly. Let's see what this looks like. All right, we can go from wick to body. Boom. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now again, I like to look for everything, guys, because now it gives me multiple areas to look for, you know, for the reversal. Now, if this is my BOS, And this is my rally breakout. Now again, this is the weekly time frame, right? But look at how it's setting up so perfect for this weekly area, right? That's my rally breakout. This would be my starting point. Boom. Right, so look at how it's literally doing its job for us. Letting me know this is a shoulder, this is a head. We get this change of character. Look at how market's creating liquidity for us. Now, sooner or later, market's going to be bullish on lower time frames to give AUD this nasty, AUD CHF, a nasty sell-off. Let's go back to the daily real quick. The zone is not bad. Either one of those is not bad. Let's see. Let's just delete that. We'll keep it clean. We'll keep everything clean as of right now. All right, cool. So now we have a blue box and then we have a red box. So let's focus on this. Levels letting me know, yo, we just changed character. Again, look at that break and retest. This is my starting point candle for sales. Notice how we got violated. Market gives us the buy. Now, we also have the inverted play. So now market is literally between two solid setups. And we're on the daily time frame. Right? We're on the daily time frame. So we may be waiting a while for these daily setups, but that's fine. Now let's just take a look at lower time frame now. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, cool. So I'm liking this setup here. Looks like we were missed on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Levels is letting me know this is my shoulder. Right? This is my rally breakout, which makes this my starting point. And it just looks like market just missed us, which it happens, right? It happens. Nothing we can do about it. Right? Nothing we can do about it. But look. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Now, notice how there's a box right here. Where's my starting point to that one? Right here. Boom. Awesome. So now we have double confirmation. We have an inverted setup. Head. Change of character. I'm looking for market to give me an opportunity right here. Now, guys, notice how we get a blue BOS, right? A blue BOS. Now, again, if you played it like Orin, most likely you already caught a setup, but now it's stuck in this area, which is better for us, right? So not only do we have, you know, the same rally that gave us both BOSs, because we got a BOS here and a BOS right here, or right here, depending on how you want to look at it. Same in my opinion, right? Now, again, notice how we have some structure. Shoulder, head, rally breakout. So we have two shoulder zones literally right on top of each other. So now all I have to really worry about is this starting point. Boom. Does that make sense, guys? And then again, look at how we have this blue breakout, right? So for continuations, this is what it's going to say. SP. Oops. SP. Need change of character. Boom. So now we have double confirmation to why we're buying. Why? Because we had a change of character right here, which told us, yo, we should be looking for buys now. And we have a blue breakout box, which is telling us, yo, you should be looking for buys now, right? Double confirmation. Now you just have to find your zones. Guys, give me a 5 if this makes sense. Now I know I just stayed on AUDCHF. It just had good market structure in my opinion, with as the examples just kept going. But let's just go ahead. What was one of the ones? Gold is one of the ones. Let's just take a quick look at gold. We got a couple minutes left. But again, I would take a picture of this, guys. Take some screenshots because now you know. If you don't trust this area, because of how we are on higher time frame, right? It may be looking like liquidity to you, but hey, the opportunity is right here, right? So let me see, which one was it? Let's move that over here. Yes, sir. Was this the daily or am I tripping? Nah, I was not on the daily, huh? Alright. I think my computer's tripping. Like I don't know, it was weird. It felt like my things got stuck and the chart moved. But now this is the setup right here. So you either wait for the first touch and under leverage, or you wait for that main confirmation, which is the previous pullback. Boom. You get it, you let it fly. Right? If you get that, you let it fly. This is opportunity number one. Right? Now, if we get violated here, well then we're just looking for violation plays. Let's send it down. But I like this. I think this can come to play. We got some liquidity right here, which plays in our favor, looking for buys. Because this would be the brand new shoulder if we can go ahead and get this play right here. So now we would be looking for another opportunity to continue up. So I like this. This isn't bad based off of what market structure is giving me, right? So I would take a screenshot and just wait. Just wait. This can happen anywhere in here, does not matter. But as long as we get this confirmation, we are solid. Right? We are solid. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold for the next couple minutes. Okay, cool. Let's just take a look. Okay. So again, we have a blue BOS, right? So the way Oren would do it is starting point, breakout box. It looks like you probably catch an opportunity there. It does go a little lower, right? This is the starting point. It does go a little lower, and it does break below. So you probably would have got manipulated there. But let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. Are these things on? Okay. All right. So based off a red box, I would be looking for inverted as well. And obviously, if you use it like this, you definitely miss. But I like to use it from wick to body. And you can see it gives us a better chance. But still, we get missed. Which it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Now let's just see. We need that confirmation, right? We need that confirmation. We could already see it technically on this time frame, right? Pullback. That's the closest pullback to my entry. We get that change of character. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. And boom. So it gives us a BOS, which allows us to continue trend for a while, gives us an opportunity, and then it disrespects, which automatically makes this zone you're inverted. Now let's zoom out. Now you can see here that there's a box here as well, and this is also an inverted. Why is that an inverted? Well, because that was consolidation and BOS, right? So this would be your starting point. Notice how it gets disrespected. right? And we actually close above the high, which makes that a shoulder, right? So that opportunity was taken right there. Now let's just say you didn't like this one. Let's drop down to a lower time frame, because again, it goes time frame by time frame. If you, this is a possible rejection zone, right? So as we put up our boxes, Levels is telling me, yo, this is a starting point. Look at how it gives a rejection. Pretty much, bro. A right shoulder is mitigation. We just call it a right shoulder. It's much simpler and it's easier to look at structure wise, right? So notice it does give you a nice rejection, and if you played that not knowing what direction market was going, I mean, technically I believe it gives a 1-to-1 just based off the look. You should have already been break even. Market disrespects, letting you know, okay, market isn't selling no more, right? This is your starting point. This is gonna say SP need change of character, right? We got that change of character, so now we can go ahead and use this box for our shoulder, and we also have a brand new rally breakout, which gives us a brand new starting point, which was barely missed, right? Barely missed. So depending on what you guys like to play, hey, sometimes you're gonna get in, sometimes you're not. That's why I like to give you guys opportunities, right? I like to give you guys everything. You guys can back test what zones you like and just stick to those, right? But just based off the structure, guys, again, this is a possible shoulder based off what Levels is telling us. Now, you never have to be the first one in. You never have to be the first one in, guys, right? Let's go drop down a time frame and see where the closest shoulder or pullback is. Because look, check me out. On the 4-hour time frame, my closest pullback is actually way up here. Right? On the 4-hour time frame, my pullback is way up there. Now on the 1-hour time frame, my pullback is a little lower. So now I could adjust. Right? Now I could adjust and get a little closer to my entry. Right? Once that happens, boom, we're able to scale in and, you know, get some more opportunities. Get some more opportunities. So as this one is dusted now, this one is no longer available. Notice how we get a brand new setup. Again, guys, Levels is going to tell you this is a starting point. It needs a change of character. You do not have to trade every starting point you see, especially when you know that market's bullish. Hey, let those selling starting points get disrespected and just continue the wave, guys. Boom, we get a rally breakout. Rally breakout. Here's my starting point. Here's my brand new left shoulder. Whether you use it from the red box to red box or wick to body, whichever you want to do. Right? That's my brand new setup. Right? Now check me out. Let's go ahead and delete this stuff. And this will be it for tonight. This will be it for the night. This is a possible buy opportunity. And then market, it looks like, gave us another one. Now, if we pull out the blue box, boom. I was just looking at this real quick. Just double confirmation to why you bought right there. But anyways, market gave us the blue box, which is letting us know continuations, right? Continuations. Now, if you would have did it the way Oren does it, from starting point to breakout box, you got in. Now, again, guys, you guys are looking at this and be like, yo, Oren is getting in and you're actually being missed. I'm like, trust me, I know, guys. I like to stay disciplined to my zones, right? I like to stay disciplined to my zones. Where's the closest pullback to this zone? Right here on the 1-hour time frame. And I really don't drop down lower than the 1-hour time frame. So in order for me to go get a continuation, it would have to break above this. So right now, I'm good. Market can still drop down to this area, if not this area. But yes, he would be in profit right now on Goldilocks. Right, on Goldilocks. But right now, I am liking this buy. I believe I have that on my 30-minute looking for sales. Guys, again, in my opinion, guys, market is bullish. Like, bullish. 30 minutes looking for sales. I mean, you can, right? But why not just follow the trend? Right? Honestly, why not just follow the trend? Right? On the 15-minute, we do get a shoulder. Now, hey, if you're a scalper, hey, trust me, this is the setup. I see what you're seeing. You're not wrong. Right? But again, market's bullish. Based off higher time frame, Oren literally got in on a buy in this area. Right? A buy off this area. Market is bullish right now. So in retrospect, the next setup would be looking like this if this continues. Right? Just keep that in mind, guys. Now, if anything, because market is bullish and you're looking for sales right here, let's drop down even lower. Right? Look at levels is already letting you know. In order to look for sales, market needs to break this. Right? Look at what did market let me know right now? Blue BOS. This is your starting point for buys. Right? Now, if market disrespects this, now I would be looking for sales. SP need change of direction. Right? So now, as soon as market wants to go ahead and disrespect, boom, I will now switch my zone from buy to sell, and I will now use this as my opportunity. Right? Just because it's giving you a possible sell based off of structure, guys, trust me, when you should just follow trend. And if you're counter trend trading, because that's technically what you are doing, if you're counter trend trading, wait for the confirmations. Right? Wait for the confirmations. With that being said, guys, that is it for me tonight. I hope you guys got some value. In my opinion, this is a lot easier. It's not easier because everything I show you is easy, right? But trading the value boxes or the breakout boxes with, the new update that it's going to give you guys, fire, guys. I could promise you it's going to be fire because now it's going to take the guessing out the game. It's going to take the guessing out the game, right? So with that being said, guys, that is it for me. Let me go ahead and turn off the recording.